The world has been ravaged by a pandemic. People still cannot gather in large groups. Home has become our new normal. It's been 9 weeks since Vanguard Overdress was first announced. It brought a lot of hope to players new and old. But in order to see it through, to see the return of our now nostalgic normal, we must do everything we can to see that again. We need to wash your wash. I don't know how I'm gonna make that work, but let's see how we do so. Hi everybody, this is CVGS, I'm Zakapti here, and today we are gonna be recapping week 9 of the Vanguard livestream for Overdress and our collective thoughts on them. OTT players and Dark Irregular players, rejoice! With the reveal of Kenta Century and Dark States from this week, there are large offerings that Baromagnes and Hexaorb Sorceress will have in both the Overdress Standard and Premium. We'll start with the Wannabe Kamen Rider build himself, the Master of Gravity Baromagnes, and his right line that will come in the booster set. Shori no Hosoku wa Kimata! Deep Sonica is the great one in the right line, where when this unit is placed on the Vanguard Circle, you soul charge 1. Continuous on the Rearguard Circle, during your turn, if your soul has 10 or more cards, this unit gets plus 10k power. Electro Spartan is the grade 2, and when this unit is rode upon by Master of Gravity Baromagnes, by putting a card from your hand into a soul, draw a card and soul charge 1. When this unit is placed on the Rearguard Circle, however, by counterblast 1, you soul charge 2. These two cards offer staple skills needed in a Dark Irregular style of play, whether in Overdress Vanguard or Premium. And I can actually see Electro Spartan be useful for Violence Bruce from the start deck to facilitate the soul needed for its cost. And speaking of soul, Baromagnes requires a great deal to achieve. Where this unit attacks by counterblast 1, activate the following based on the number of cards in your soul. 5 or more, draw a card. 10 or more, this unit gets plus 10k power, plus 1 critical. 15 or more, you and your opponent sends all of their rear guards to the soul. You choose 2 of your cards from the soul and call into Rearguard Circle, and for the turn, they get plus 10k power. Dark Irregulars are well known for having this much power on their field, so this adds even more to Premium for Dark Irregulars. But let's not forget that despite its immense capabilities, the considerations between Baromagnes and Violence Bruce with Final Rush within Overdress Standard remains clouded. It really comes down to if the style of play is yours. Moving on to Kenta Sanctuary, Witches and Maguses. Magi? Witches and Magi now go by the name of Sorceress, and Sorceresses always bring immense power. Going up the right line, Tier Square Sorceress is the great one that when rode upon by Pentagleam Sorceress, by counterblast 1 you draw a card, and once per turn on the Rearguard Circle, when your drive check reveals a trigger unit, by counterblast 1, choose one of your opponent's rearguards and put it to the bottom of your deck. Say what? It's quite odd to see an old Gear Chronicle gimmick here, but as we will see with the rest of the right line, that is not what the Sorceress gimmick is. Grade 2 is Pentagleam Sorceress. When rode upon by Hexaorb Sorceress, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and put them back on top in any order. On Rearguard Circle, when placed, look at the top card of your deck and put it to the top or the bottom. If you put it on the bottom of your deck, this unit gets plus 2k until the end of the turn. This is a top deck checking OTT style of play, and the payoff of it comes in the form of Hexaorb Sorceress. On Vanguard Circle, when you drive check reveals a trigger unit, choose one of your rearguards and it gets plus 10k until the end of the turn. And if you Persona Ride this turn, it's an X skill, you may counterblast 1 and soul blast 1, reveal up to 1 critical or front trigger from your hand and put it at the top of your deck. Hexaorb Sorceress will then get plus 1 drive until the end of the turn. Like Bastion, revealed before it, it looks for specific drive checks. And just like the Dark States cards mentioned earlier, there are cards here that can be used with Bastion to help it search for great trees it needs for its own drive check skill. Hexaorb Sorceress has huge implications while it's performed Persona Ride. It's actually the counterbalance for a skill that immense. But it's still not to be underestimated with its ability to add plus 10k power to a rearguard on top of that trigger effect. It's a great skill that can kind of rival what Bastion does, although Bastion does different things. but it's still a very good consideration right line for anybody playing into Cactus Sanctuary and looking to play something different other than what Bastion has to offer. I see a little difficulty in her in Premium since you need her to be the main ace in order to take advantage of her Axe skill. She will definitely step on some toes in Great Trees, even in OTT, so when you're deck building for Premium with Hexaorb Sorceress, I advise caution and make sure that everything works out well. So what do you guys think? Shall you begin the experiment with Baromagnes? Will you be cursing all non-trigger checks with the Sorceress? Leave your comments below. And if you want to be part of the live conversation with us on Overdress, we're on Twitch for Tuesdays live streams and Wednesdays for our discussion streams on YouTube. So be sure to follow us on Twitch for our gaming streams, slam that like and subscribe button, and ring the ding the bell so you get notified of all of our videos when they release, be it for Vanguard or Battle Spirits. Be sure to follow us on all of our socials. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter and Instagram. We also have a Discord as well, so you can find myself, Dempster and Leona most nights. If you like what we do here and want to support us directly, you can join our membership, where you can be like Wen Hao Law, Daddy Angrieto, and Samuel McKay, and have access to our meme emotes and badges during our premieres and live streams. So with that said, thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!